Be careful with my heart, oh. Say I'm not sensitive, but I can sense if it's right for me. Don't let your hair get in the way. Can't be defined by your mistakes. You know you try really hard, but sometimes you fall. Yeah, sometimes you fall.
Alright, y'all, so your girl got a little waist trainer on. I made it home. What is this on my arm? Anyway, I didn't put lotion on after I got out the shower. Probably should have did that. But anyway, made it home from the doctor's appointment. That's where I went earlier today. It was a sleep study that I did. And y'all, that sleep study ended up being a whole therapy session. We talked about a lot of things. Just things I really know. But once you talk it out with somebody, it just makes you say, ooh, I'm shiny. It just makes you say, you know what? I got some things to work on. So anyway, the main thing she was talking about, which I loved her, was getting, setting myself up for a good sleep. You know, sleep hygiene, pretty much. Turning my phone off, turning my TV off, keeping the girls in their room, and going to bed once my whole night routine is done. Seeing as though hubby doesn't leave till midnight, I should not be going to bed until midnight, which gives me plenty of time to look on social media, work on my content, do my Bible studies, everything else I tend to want to do in the bedroom. She's saying, no, bedroom should be for sleeping and for sex. So I'm going to follow suit. We're already trying to reorganize this space to make it work for us. I'm going to have to do that soon because it's affecting my sleep. But also they did schedule me for a sleep study. It'll be an in-lab sleep study, so they're going to monitor me throughout the night to see how I sleep and determine, you know, just what they need to do to help improve my sleep, and also to rule out that I'm, you know, not breathing in my sleep. So we did it, finished the appointment, made it back home. I got this waist trainer on, and I'm going to go ahead and get on my bike after probably about 20 minutes of wearing the waist trainer and doing my, you know, like a different exercise, maybe a walking exercise or something, but something to move my body around while I'm rocking this waist trainer. Then I'm going to get on my bike for a little while and, you know, just give me some activity in for the day. Trying to make that a priority every single day. Some days are easier than others, but we are definitely going to get it done. Get the girls their schoolwork and their assignments in for today. And it's just our regular routine. Now, we got to just move some things around whenever we have a doctor's appointment or something like that. But, yeah, when it comes to the TTC thing, y'all, we made sure that we got some baby dancing in today. So, yeah, I did my, I did another LH test, and it came back as, let me show you guys. Matter of fact, I did another test. Oh, the lighting sucks in here. I'm sorry, y'all. It was still positive. So I took another one this morning, and it is definitely negative, like all the way negative, like high estrogen levels, actually. My estrogen levels are really high, and my luteinizing hormone has gone down a lot. So my estrogen levels went up, and this is a good sign. It's a good sign that the egg was released. I definitely, throughout the night, felt a release, an egg pop out. Hopefully popped out properly. And, you know, hopefully we had enough little soldiers there waiting, and only time will tell. It's important for me now to continue on with my baby aspirin, my vitamins, a workout routine, getting some sleep, and drinking water. So that's what I'm working on the rest of this cycle, just until it's time to start testing as well. Also, the sleep specialist, she said, I really feel like if we can get your sleep under control, your weight and your fertility issues will be resolved, because sleep is a major factor in how your body operates. Your body will go completely out of whack if you're not getting consistent sleep. So praise God that we finally are tackling that, amongst other things. Y'all, year 35 is something different, okay? We are not making excuses. We are making improvements. So I'm so glad we finally got seen. But let me go ahead and, oh, Lord, I'm just looking at a whole hot mess right now. Let me go ahead and do this workout really quickly and get the girls set up. And then I got to order something to eat. I'll check in with y'all in a minute.
Later.
All right, y'all. So I'm now headed to grab the girls some lunch, running to Chick-fil-A. And y'all, so I'm going through the order, my Chick-fil-A order, and I was looking at the, you know, just the nutritional value of everything. First of all, did y'all know that their soups and macaroni, like their macaroni, Their soups and macaroni is literally half of the sodium intake for the entire day. And that's like, to me, for an adult. It's not even for a child. And my daughter always gets their macaroni. I had no idea. I was giving my baby literally 1,100 milligrams of sodium. That's a lot of salt. Like, that's a scary amount of salt to have just with one thing. One thing. She would literally have to have no salt the rest of the day. Like, nothing can have sodium in it. You know what I mean? And that's scary. So I ended up getting them some chicken, and surprisingly, the French fries was literally a fraction of the sodium intake of everything else. So it's just crazy. But I ordered us some food. I'm headed there to go pick it up now, and trying to get in some more boo time with hubby before he has to go to sleep. Before he has to go to sleep and get prepared for, work. So, but y'all, let me tell you something. That appointment today, that sleep study appointment today was so therapeutic for me. It was so God-driven, and it was so necessary. There were a lot of things that I already knew, but there were a lot of things I wasn't realizing was sabotaging my own self. So I literally have to take charge of my life again. Like the simplest things, such as me driving by myself. I literally convinced myself, I had completely convinced myself that I cannot drive alone. It's not good. It's not safe. I would choke. I can't breathe. And I really do not understand how I debilitated myself in that kind of way. But the other day, I received a prayer, and I believe when I got prayed over that my anxiety and my GERD was gone. Like, no lie, y'all, I have not had any of those symptoms since that prayer. It's something about believing in God, believing He can do. And I believed when I heard that prayer that it was for me, and that God was at that moment answering my prayers of being released from, things that were holding me back, preventing me from losing this weight and living my life and taking care of myself. I am training myself to get used to the normal again. So that's why I'm out driving by myself. I'm not having my girls in the car. I don't need them with me everywhere I go. Hubby does not have to do all the ripping and running. It's not fair to him anyway. So I'm taking charge. Well, I'm allowing God to lead my life, but I'm taking charge of my life. Like, I'm no longer being controlled by fears, no longer being controlled by the scary thing that could happen. Like, because whatever will be, whatever won't. And what God has for me is definitely for me. Like, there will be no more stuck in the house. No more of that. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So I think that once I get a hold of all of those things and start managing my simple everyday life better, all those bigger things that I want to accomplish and I want to achieve will be possible, because there are no more excuses. If you make excuses and you are lazy in everyday tasks and ideas, how is it even possible for you to be successful in any other aspect of your life? It's not possible. It's not possible, because the way you live your life, your everyday life, is practice for those bigger things, those bigger opportunities, those bigger dreams. Like, if you can't manage you right now, how you gonna manage a business? Like, all those things come together, they play together, at least for me anyway. That's the lesson that God has given me. I'm gonna take heed, and I'm just gonna take charge of my role, my responsibilities. There are certain things that I just have to do, and I cannot look for somebody else to do them for me anymore. And that's okay. I don't want my daughters to feel as if my mom can't do nothing by herself. My mom needs us for everything. My mom needs to be under us 24/7. No, I want my daughters to be independent. I want them to love me, know I love them, but I also want them to be independent, and they have to see their mom be independent. So, reevaluating of everything that was said. That lady, I told her, I said, literally, this was meant to be. God set this up. And she said, you're absolutely right. And there are certain things that I just can understand and relate to. And I'm telling you, you have to get a grasp of your own life. And it's not just physical, it's not weight, it's mental. You got to get yourself out that mental dependency and that mental prison. You have to tell yourself, no, I'm not claiming these things. I'm not about to be debilitated in my own brain. And it was just like, it felt like God was just saying, these are all the things I know you've been dealing with and you've been asking for answers. I'm giving it to you. And that's why I said I love my relationship with God. God gonna send me somebody. God gonna send his word. He's gonna send redirection. You know, that's just how good he is. And I'm just grateful for my relationship with God. Hold on, y'all. Let me go ahead and put my order in.
A few moments later.
My order's good to go. Now I'm about to head back home. Honestly, y'all, now that I'm out, I really want to go into Michael's and just wander around the stores a little bit, look around for some more ideas for shirt designs and stuff for the business. But I got the family's food, so I gotta go home. I really wish that today, how it feels today, that it felt like this tomorrow, because tomorrow is our shopping haul for the month, and we're also trying to get everything we need before this storm hits. It's supposed to be a really bad snowstorm here in the Midwest, and so everybody's kind of just out getting all the stuff they need, all the things they need to just buckle down and be in the house. And today is 60 degrees, and tomorrow's supposed to be in the 20s, and the snow is supposed to start tomorrow. So hopefully we can get out and get what we need before the storm actually hits. I also kind of pray that it's not a real storm. They tend to hype us up here and tell us, oh, it's going to be a really big storm and get ready, and then nothing happens. So that's a possibility. I really don't want it to get too bad, because if they're saying it's going to be lots of sleet and things like that, then we may be looking at like power line issues and stuff. It's like, no, nobody has time for that. But anyway, God is going to deliver us. Don't prepare for a disaster, always prepare for a deliverance. That's what I'm telling myself. So God's going to see us through it either way. That's what's happening on this side over here. And we're just taking it one day at a time. We're getting my health together. That's mental, physical, fertility wise, all of it. Faith. We're getting it all together, right? Gotta have healthy faith too. So I'm working on that and trusting God for the outcome. But I'm gonna go ahead and focus on this road, because this is a windy road coming back down, and the deer always like to pop out over here. So let me focus on the road, and I will talk to you guys later. I gotta find